unit, you will be in the profit. Now, after this 3750, every single unit will give you profit. Every single unit. Now, after this, there is a question that this is what we have found the contribution margin, right? Decision making was that how many units you have to sell, how many units you have to sell, how many units you have to sell. Now you can also ask that how many dollar sale we have to achieve to get to the break even, right? Let's suppose brother Emmanuel is our boss and he says, okay, you have told me that we need to sell this much units to achieve the break even. Tell me in dollars, how many dollars sale we have to make to achieve this figure. Now for that purpose, we have to make the decision now. Copy, paste. And now Emmanuel is saying that how many, not units. He's not talking about units. Rather, he's talking about how many dollars revenue. How many dollars sale we need to have to achieve to break even, or we call it revenue also. You are absolutely right. Now you are not asking about units, you are asking about dollars. Now for that purpose, the formula is very simple. And the formula is you just take your fixed cost. Okay, man. And you divide it by fixed cost divided by C divided by S ratio. Or you can call it CM divided by S ratio. What is CM? And what is S? Sales. Now, how much fixed cost we have in the question? 15,000. Perfect. What is CM? Per unit 4. What is sales? 10. This is your CM. This is your sales per unit. I'm talking about per unit, right? And this is your fixed cost. Per unit. I will write here contribution margin per unit, and this is sales per unit. Okay, SVP. Now you have to find out CM divided by S ratio. CM divided by S ratio is equal to 4 divided by 10. That is how much? 0.40%, right? Clear? And this is your what? Fixed cost. So simple, you divide your fixed cost by 0.4, you will get in dollars, revenue in dollars. So is equal to 15,000 divided by. This is what we have already found here. So you have to make how much sales in dollars? $37,500. So if you make this much sale, we will be in break even. Okay, brother. Perfect. And brother is confused now. No.
Because before you said, before you were.
No, I didn't say.
I was thinking that you asked how much dollars. I was thinking that 3,750 times the selling price there. That one was making million, but this.
She's very intelligent. She's very intelligent. But if the, you are absolutely right. She's absolutely right that why I'm doing so much things, we just simply multiply with the 10. But in case the selling sales price is not known, then you see, let's suppose, he's very intelligent, Emmanuel. Now let's suppose he's hiring me, right? And he says, okay, Mr. Amir, my fixed cost is $20,000, right? And my CM to sales ratio is 0.2. Now you tell me how much dollar revenue I have to achieve for the break even. Now he didn't provide me the, he's very intelligent. So then the simple formula is I will take this divided by this. I said, brother, you have to make a sale of $100,000 to achieve the break even. Okay, sir. Now, there is another question let's suppose brother Emmanuel says, okay, tell me two things. What says he says? He says, now listen very carefully. He says, tell me break even. Okay, sorry. Now he gives you some data, right? What is your spelling? EMM?
A and U here.
A
and U.
and U here, right? So Mr. Emmanuel, Sir Emmanuel gives us some figures, right? He says, my fixed cost is $100,000. Okay. My fixed cost is how much? $100,000. And he says, my sales per unit, sale price per unit, right? Sale price per unit is 10. And my variable cost per unit is 4. Okay. Now he asks, give me few figures. Break even in units, right? Break even in dollars, right? And further he asks, how many units I need to sell to achieve a profit of $40,000, or how much revenue I need to achieve for a profit of $40,000. Now these 4 questions he asks from us. Okay. Now the first thing is, we know if we need to find out the break even in units, we need fixed cost and contribution margin. So fixed cost is already given. This is for sure. So we only calculate our contribution margin per unit. And that is how we do. It is simple: sales minus variable cost. So if you want to find the break even in units, we take this fixed cost and we divide it by contribution margin per unit. So it'll say that, brother, if you sell these units, you will be at your break even. And if you find out in the dollars, then we have to find out CS ratio, contribution margin per sales ratio, right? And how do we find it? Contribution margin divided by sales. It is 0.6. So it will be fixed cost divided by 0.6. So this much amount of revenue he needs to achieve in order to get to the break. And if you want to add this target profit, the simple thing is U is equal to take this fixed cost, add the desired profit which is asking for, which is how much? 40,000, and simply divide it by your contribution margin per unit. Target profit. How much profit he wants to achieve? 40,000. So the formula will be is equal to bracket fixed cost plus target profit divided by contribution margin per year. This much units he have to sell in order to achieve our target profit of 40,000. Or secondly, if you want in dollars, then fixed cost plus target profit divided by this much dollar sales you need to achieve